I want to talk to you about taste. What I've learned from you in my exploration of coffee over the past few years is that, and I feel like I know enough to be dangerous now. Welcome to Health Hats, the podcast. I'm Danny Van Leeuwen, a two-legged, cisgender, old white man of privilege who knows a little bit about a lot of healthcare and a lot about very little. You'll listen and learn about what it takes to adjust to life's realities in the awesome circus of healthcare. Let's make some sense of all of this. Thank you. I already knew what aftertaste was. Like, how long do you taste something? Having this image in my mind of my tongue and palate. The tongue and the roof of your mouth, because it seems to me it's been a while since I had a sip, and I can still taste it. And I taste it mostly on the roof of my mouth and a little bit on the middle of my tongue. I want to talk to you about taste. It is interesting because it's the rare coffee that what I've learned from you in my exploration of coffee over the past few years I find that is that, and I feel like I know enough to be dangerous now. I already knew what aftertaste was. Like, how long do you taste something? A burst. Having this, image in my mind of my tongue and palate. The tongue and the roof of your mouth, because it seems to me, I don't know. It's been a while since I had a sip. It is like music, and I can still taste it. And that's just so interesting to me, because again, now I taste it mostly on the roof of my mouth. I'm not much and of a little bit on the middle of my tongue. And it is interesting because it's the rare coffee that I taste on the back of my tongue. Right. But I have been more with coffee. And one of the things that's been good is my dog really likes to sit out on the porch in the morning and sit on my lap, and we watch whatever it is going on with a cup of coffee. And so I'm like sitting there with the dog, and I can take the time.
Yes.
I'm not like multitasking with my coffee.
Yes. I love that. And I think that is such an interesting idea of literally experiencing the coffee aftertaste finish in physiologically, like where in your mouth you're tasting it versus like what is it that you're tasting? Is it sour or bitter or chocolatey or sweet? I think that that takes that sensory experience to another level that I don't hear very often. So I think that's very insightful of you to really think of it that way. That's quite interesting.
My focus is on health, and I feel like what I'm enjoying about this experience starts with this feeling like I understand how it's grown and about the workers who are doing it and less exploitation of third world. I don't like feeling like I'm taking advantage of people that
Sure.
in my, what I consume, which mostly I don't know, but I feel like in this I do, which is nice. I want to talk to you about taste. About stopping. What I've learned from you in my exploration of coffee over the past few years is that, and I feel like I know enough to be dangerous now. I already knew what aftertaste was. Like, how long do you taste something? It's like having this image in my mind of my tongue and palate. When I don't have to, the tongue and the roof of your mouth, because it seems to me it's been a while since I had a sip, and I can still taste it. But I can just appreciate and relax. I taste it mostly on the roof of my mouth and a little bit on the middle of my tongue. I feel like we could do this once. It is interesting because it's the rare coffee that I taste on the back of my tongue. I can't believe how much I feel like I know. And when I do, I find that interesting. In a way, you've ruined me. Just because it's different. And there are coffees that you've given me that they're a burst.
I just don't like it. It's too
you know,
strong.
and there's a burst, and then it's like pounding.
I don't know, whatever. But I feel like I'm more discerning, and when I'm away, you know, I try to bring coffee with me, but because I just love the routine of, you know, I just have a habit of drinking coffee. But, you know, then I drink and I'm like, oh, I'm disappointed. Like, oh my God, that was nothing. Or, oh my God, that was burnt.
I want to talk to you about taste.
I can't identify anything.
What I've learned from you in my exploration of coffee over the past few years
thank you
is
for that. I host, write, and produce Health Hats the podcast with assistance from Kayla Nelson and Leon and Oscar Van Leeuwen. Music from Joey Van Leeuwen. I play Barry sax on some episodes alone or with the Lechuga Fresca Latin Band. I buy my hats at Salmagundi, Boston, and my coffee from the Jennifer Stone Collective. Links in the show notes. I'm grateful to you who have the critical roles as listeners, readers, and watchers. Subscribe and contribute. If you like it, share it. See you around the block.